So guys, um, tonight I will be talking about, I've never done this on this channel, but tonight I will be sharing my 2 cents, and as you can see the title, one of the bravest YouTuber, female YouTuber. And I see a lot of things going around, you know, a lot of reactors and people talking about this and talking about her. And I am coming from a place where, I remember back in 2021, I think it was during the time of the COVID where, the place was a lockdown and we couldn't go nowhere much. So all I had to do was, I was watching more YouTube, what I watch a lot of social media and YouTube channels. And I remember, I think it was about 2021 to be specific. I just I saw this channel with this black girl, and she was from Kenya. And, when I first saw D'Mango, she was going to the university in Kenya, and I just came about her channel, and I was just, impressed by her. She was, at the time, she wasn't a world traveler. She used to go around and just, the hotels in Nairobi, used to go around and take pictures like she's advertising, those places, those hotels. So I was wondering if they pay her to showcase the hotels in Nairobi, Kenya. And I was fascinated about, how how she do things, because she was brave, you know. I watched her also because when she was going to school and I saw her in a dorm with her friends and so I was always fascinated about her, because at the time I had my YouTube channel, but I was not putting as much into it as because of work and so. But when I saw her doing her thing, she's brave, she's going around and in Nairobi, Kenya, and she's just going from hotel to hotel, and she's at the camera taking pictures of the place. And I was saying, look at this, she's brave and she's self-confident, because I've never come across, and then I know that in Kenya the culture is, back in Africa, maybe women, there's no problem in women wearing low hair. You find most of the young girls, and when they're growing up, they have low cut hair. Most African countries. So I was fascinated about seeing, this dark girl with her low cut hair, but she had D'Mango always have her little shape there. See, look, she have a nice figure. And and she put herself together, and she was always brave going at the hotel taking the pictures. I was saying that they pay her to do YouTube, to do those, to advertise the hotel. And then I knew D'Mango. I start watching D'Mango before I even know Mara. I start watching D'Mango before I even know Mara. And I was always watching her videos, and over the years I saw she transit from doing videos just in Nairobi. I see where she started to hype up a little more and start to go out and in different con- African countries and take videos. And I was always watching D'Mango from that time. I was fascinated about, how brave, she's young and she's brave, and she's very, she's very hardworking. It's like she's very goal oriented, very hardworking. She knows what she wants. And that fascinates me for a young girl. And I said to myself, I keep on watching her channel, and I advertised our channel, and then I realized, after she started getting our channel started to grow and grow, and she started to travel to other countries. And from she take off and start to travel, you was just traveling to other countries. And I admired that about her. She's going to other countries. She don't know anybody there, but she know to present herself. Some people would be shy. Some people would, when they go somewhere, they don't know how to talk. Then they're not friendly, because traveling, when you're a traveler, you have to know how to be socialized. You have to know how to be friendly. You have to know to ask questions. You cannot be shy and be a traveler. And that's what I admire about her. She know how to put herself together. She asks questions, and if she don't understand something, she find out information. And she always, she's friendly with the people. And what I admire her, when she go to any countries, she don't only show the bad side about the country. She's giving you the good side of the country and about the bad side. Through the mango, I get to see a lot of other countries. You understand? I get to learn a lot of different cultures and how people, how people interact, how they eat, their cultures and their belief and their history. Through her channel, if you can say, I travel around the world with her. And I always admire her, and I'm happy for her when she succeed. I'm happy for her. And I remember when she went to the Philippines, and she built that house. She built that house for the little old lady. And I was saying, that is very good of her. Through contribution, she asked for contribution, yes, for sponsors to build a house. But she's very kind to realize, she's very sympathetic, knowing that the mango is coming from, I remember the time when they were just building the mother's house. When the mother's house was building, I was watching the mango from the time that they, when I get to know Maro is when he came back from Colombia, and he was building the house, because Maro was living at the house too, and they were building the house. That is how I get to know. One time she was at the house, and she was showcasing our house and showing, it wasn't finished as yet. And one day I saw her brother Maro in the room. I think he came home, and he was there, and she showed, and that's when I get to know Maro. She introduced her brother to her YouTube channel. That is how I get to know Maro. And I was there watching them from they were building the mother's house until the mother's house finished and all of that. And I said to myself, she went, so she's coming from a place where they were very poor, were very humble people. They were very humble. And I like, that they were very humble. And they know where they're coming from. She know where she's coming from. And the fact that they are Christian, they are Adventist, just like I'm an Adventist. And I like how her mother is an Adventist, and they keep up to their Adventist tradition, and I like that, because our parents grow her in an Adventist church and so forth. So and that, because I'm an Adventist too, and they are Adventists, that draw me to them, to watch her more. And I remember when she, after they built the house, she went to, as I said, she traveled many different countries, started to travel out of cake for breakfast. Okay, no cake for breakfast. Cake is too heavy for breakfast. I won't eat cake for breakfast. And it's too sweet to have that in the early morning. So guys, I started watching the mango, and she started to travel to other countries, other African countries, until she started to travel outside of Kenya. And I think I'm not sure if the Philippines was one of the first countries to travel out of Africa. I'm not sure. I have to go and check if the Philippines was one of the countries, the first countries to travel out of Africa. And what drew me to her, when she went to Africa, she was, even as a big YouTuber, And she went into the rural parts of the Philippines and mixed with the people, and she wasn't afraid. Some people, when they start to make money on YouTube and start to move up in life, they would not want to be around the poor. But she was so humble. She moved around with the poor. She helped them. She buy food and she correspond with them because she know where she's coming from. She's a very humble girl and she know where she's coming from. And you know what? I saw when she built and she saw this old woman in the Philippines. And when she, and this old woman in the Philippines, she was living in a very poor condition. And, the Mango, she asked for, sponsors to help her, or subscribers to help her to build a house for the grandmother because they were living in a very terrible condition. I don't know if the grandmother's house was burned down and she had nothing. And before the Mango left the Philippines, the house she built, they sponsored help and they built a house for the grandmother. And they not only build the house for the grandmother, but they furnish it so that she could stay there. And I admire that about her because of her humbleness. She know where she's coming from. She know what it is to be poor. She know what it is to be coming from a humble situation. So when she see anyone in that situation, she sympathize and she help. She's very giving. She give to our church and all of that. So I keep on watching her. I keep on watching her. And by that time, I was also watching her brother, Ayamara too. But I will talk about Ayamara in another video. So I watch her over the years. I remember when she started with the relationship with JB, and I was happy for her. And when she started up the relationship with JB, I was happy for her, and I thought that this was something that I like JB. I like the two of them together, and I thought it was gonna work out. But it shocked me that things didn't work out between she and JB. And that is just a part of life. All of us have broken heart. All of us go through relationship. Most of us go through relationship where the first person that we ever talk to, we don't end up living with them or married to them or live with them for years. Some of us, we meet the first person and that's the first. And the first person we meet, we ever been in a relationship, is the one that we spend the rest of our life with, married and spend the rest of our life with. But some of us may not be lucky with the first person that we meet, is not the one that we married. So sometimes we go through different relationship, and each relationship that we go through, it's supposed to give us experience. So when we go back into the not and another relationship, we can learn from where we go wrong in the first one and try to do better in the second one. So it happened that, I was very hurt that, it did so much for JB, and JB, it looked like he was only wanted to hurt her, just wanted things from her. He didn't really love her, and I don't like men like that. If you don't love the woman, you don't, use her and abuse her and so forth. But maybe he had a plan. But you see, karma is a hell of a thing. Because after getting his YouTube channel and it was growing, he think that, well, I can do away with the Mango now. I can do away with her. I don't need her anymore. And what happened to him? After, hi, Margaret Nasoba. Hi, how are you? So after JB, after the relationship breakup, JB thought that, hi, said, hi, how are you? Mary, great. I'm trying to pronounce your name. Welcome to this channel. Welcome. Nice to have you. Yeah. So after JB and she broke up, and she had, his channel was growing, and he think that now that my channel is growing, I don't need her. But you know what I realized after all that he did, when the two of them break up, his channel is still at 20. I think it's 20 or 21. He don't move. I don't think he's active on his channel. And that is karma. Because when you use people, when you use people to get things, it will turn back at you. Yes. So, so what happened? That relationship broke up, and I watched her grow, and mature into not only in relationship. She went through relationship. She went through, she had problems, some problems at home with family and so forth. But just as we had problem with our family, I would just watch her grow on the YouTube space. So, I've been watching her, and when she's been going around, and when she was coming to Jamaica, when I heard that the Mango was coming to Jamaica, I was happy. I was very happy that she's coming to Jamaica because she was one of my, favorite female YouTuber at the time. So I was there now, and because when she came, I was watching the video with she and Kino and going all over Jamaica, and people love her, and she does down to earth and everything. She's brave. She go to some place where we don't. She got into some of the ghetto areas where we Jamaican don't even want to go. She's like that. She's brave like that. So what happened? I admired the Mango in that way that when she came, I said, "Oh, she's in Jamaica, but how am I gonna ever meet her?" Because when she came, she was 18, went down and the Montego Bay and to St. Anne. So I'm saying I'm not gonna ever meet her. And I'm on Axel Road, and one day I was going for lunch, and in the park, Emancipation Park, I saw a lot of people over there. When I was passing, I see it was D Mango and Kino, and I said, "But that's the D Mango." And a lot of other Jamaican YouTubers were over there, so I went over there, and there was where I met the Mango in person for the first time. I met the Mango at Emancipation Park when she just came to Jamaica for the first time. I met her over Emancipation Park, and I introduced myself to her and tell her how much I was watching her from. I was watching her from the time that she was going to university, when she was attending a university in Nairobi. And one time she was out here, she did a live, and I came on our live stream and we talked. And I admire her because I admire D Mango, because D Mango's mother, you could say that D Mango, hi, how you doing? I could say that the Mango's mother and her mother is just maybe a 2 or 3 years older than me. So I look at the Mango as my daughter. So I look at the Mango as my daughter because her mother might be just 1 or 2 years older than me. And I'm saying for a young girl to be in her 20s and, be traveling by herself to different places, at such a young age, she's very brave. She's very outsmart, and she is very hardworking, and she knows what she wants. Yes, so hi, Kilani and friends, hi. And so, what I admire about Dima, so when she came, I met her for the first time, and I was glad. I took some pictures, and I also met Kino. I met Christmas Liz was there. I met Christmas Liz. I met Kino. I met D Mango. I met that guy that came from Israel that was with them. I remember his name. I don't see much doing any videos, but I met him also over Emancipation Park, and we took some pictures, and I was glad that I was there to meet all of these YouTubers that I look up to, and I see them in person. That was some accomplishment for them because they motivated me now to even push further on my YouTube channel. And, when I met her, she came to Jamaica, and she did very well in Jamaica because people like her so much. Then she left Jamaica. She went to travel to some of the Caribbean countries, and she came back to Jamaica. I watched her until she get her US visa, and she get her the color of the number 7. I don't know what color. Number 7 can be any color. And the color of number 7, I don't know. So I watch her come to Jamaica. She get her UK visa. She traveled to UK. She get her Jamaican visa. She traveled, and then she get her US visa, and then to travel to the US a couple times. She traveled to Mexico, and then she went back to Africa. She go back to our home countries and so forth. I've been watching her. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I got surprise. Open it. Merry Christmas. I got surprised. Open it. I wonder. I don't know. I don't know how to open it. Guys, I don't know how. I got a surprise. Merry Christmas. Uh, 2026 incoming. Okay. Hi. We are wishing for the best for 2026. Yes, all of us. I hope that we all make it. We all make it to 2026. And I hope that we all have a better year, more prosperous year, and that if all our dreams and aspiration will come true for 2026. And by God's willing and grace and good health, that he will be the one that will be by our side. So wishing you all a happy new year when it comes, and I hope that you had a wonderful Christmas holiday. So as I was talking about D'Mango, if you don't know that YouTuber from Kenya, go and search her out. D'Mango. D'Mawango. You can search. She's a very big YouTuber, and she have about 400 and I think it's 467,000 subscribers now. She's soon reached 500,000 subscribers, and she's a world traveler. You can check out her videos, and she gave me the inspiration, and I watch her travel the whole country, up and down. And then, in last year, it was a big, very year for her when where she met somebody else, Pero. And I think Pero, I saw her with this guy, very handsome guy at first, when she introduced him to she introduced them, to the to our platform, but she didn't show his face. And I said to myself, that is a very good thing. Don't show his face to the YouTube space as yet, because the YouTube space can be very harsh with because you have reactors, and you have people that talk bad of her and so forth, and her family. So she was not, she was hesitant to show his face, because I guess she wanted to make sure things are concrete before she really show. She wanted to know more about him before. And I respect her for that, because she know what happened to her in our previous relationship. So she's learning from the past, and she's learned from the past, because her brother, after that relationship break up with she and JB, her brother Ayamara give her some good advice. And so she is very particular about relationships. So when we meet, when we realized that she was in another relationship with this white guy, I was very happy for her, because she's a big person, and she need to, at that age she's growing up, she need to have a companion. And she can take care of herself. She's well established. And so I watched the relationship with she and Pero. He came, she met him in Africa, in Nairobi, or she met him on an online dating site, and they met, I think they met in Nairobi, or somewhere in Mombasa, Kenya, or somewhere to that effect they met. And the relationship, I see videos with she and him, and then he came to visit the family, and they say that they love each other, and I'm happy for her that she want to settle down like anybody else. She want to settle down and marry and have children, because that's the cultural thing in Africa, to settle down when you reach certain age, as a young girl, to settle down, get married, and have children. That's an African culture. And so I was very, very happy for her, and in that and so forth. And then she was there. After he left, she started to build her house, and she's building a very big mansion. And one thing I like about D'Mango, she aimed for she aimed for the highest. She don't settle for less. She aimed for the highest. As she always say, your dreams must be bigger than you. Your dreams must be bigger than you, that it even scare you. That is her motto. Your dreams must be bigger than you, that it must scare you. And I like how she's brave and she's hardworking and she don't settle for less and she go for what she wants. She follow her mind and she know what she want and she go for it. She is a go-getter. I like that about the mango. She is Mwango. She is a go-getter. And I watch, and when I come upon videos of them talking bad about her and they criticize her, and I guess that some of these reactors, I guess that they are looking for views. Some of the things are not true. They are the things that are not true, but I guess when you tell lies, and it spread more because people love gossip. So people love gossip, so they will listen, they will follow these reactors and follow it because some of them want to believe what they want to believe. They want to live. They don't want to know the truth, but they want to live in a fear-filled world because they want to see what they believe they really wanted to come true. Because some of them don't really like her. They don't like how she's a go-getter. They don't like how she's traveling around and she's progressing. Sometimes these things can cause jealousy. Sometimes these things can cause jealousy. So I see more sometimes our even our own country, people from our own kin, bash her and so forth. And I felt, I felt sorry that, we as Black people, we don't like to see others prosper, we don't see. So back to when she met Pero, and the relationship start to progress. Yes, I am a Jamaican. Yeah. So when she started the relationship, with she and parents, I remember when she visited them October. It's October she went to Poland and visit him, and we was getting a lot of videos, and I said, wow, I like how this channel, I like how her channel was moving now. It was moving, like as she said, now that she's getting old, she want to settle down, she want to get married, have kids. So I was saying that this channel is now gonna be an interracial this channel is now gonna be a interracial couple channel because I like to watch interracial couples. I don't have a problem with people that want to date outside of their race. I don't. Wherever you find love, some people would say, why she leave? Are the Black men are gone to white men? Yeah, she have a she's that she have a she's something for you to leave and go and talk to a white man and leave your Black brothers. Why you go and do that? You don't. It's like you don't what they call you don't have that you don't have your self-confidence in yourself, so you have to find a white man to fulfill you, and they criticize her go and they criticize her come and all of that. And I said to myself, if she find love wherever she find love, it doesn't matter what color or nationality from the two persons love each other. There's nothing wrong with it. Love is love. Love knows no color. Love is love. And I think so she's very strong and brave, and she said, I don't care what nobody want to say. If this is what I want for myself, and this is what I'm not gonna follow, I'm not gonna let nobody tell me what to do. I'm a big girl now and I can do what I want to do. And so she and Pero going on there and in Poland and watching our videos, trying a little prank. She was trying a little prank on Pero, but that one never worked out. She doing a lot of cooking videos. And I said, whoa, I never see Dima go cook so much in Kenya. But now I'm seeing her, doing a little thing, in Poland, cooking for her guy. And she's helping around and so forth and showing what Poland is all about. But I see a lot of persons come and they criticize her. She cooking for the man. She's slaving out herself. And that's what a lot of people is saying on the street. If they can't find anything good, they don't see the good in anything, but they're saying bad. But this is her man. And if she want to cook for her man, If she want to, you help him around the house, he's working and she's out there, she can make videos while she's doing these things. At least she's doing videos and making money while she's cooking in the kitchen, while she's feeding the fowl, or when she's outside walking the dog or something like that. She's making money. You understand? So everything that she does, they criticize her. So when I look at it now, I said to myself, she's very brave. Sometimes she will come out and she will make videos. Yes, there are times when the mango, because say sometimes when you can't take it anymore, and sometimes some of these persons that comment on her bad things about her. Kayla Jackson, so Merry Christmas. Hi, what's up? Yes, yeah, how was your Christmas? My Christmas was quiet and nice. It was just calm, not much, but I enjoyed still. How was your Christmas, Kayla? Kelly Jackson? How was your Christmas, Leonata Sang? Yes, I'm Jamaican. Kellyanna and Kellyanne and friends. Merry Christmas to you guys. Nice to have you here. Merry Christmas, Margaret Nasuba. Sorry if I pronounce your name bad. Nice to have you guys. Like and subscribe. Are you hearing me? Let me see. You're not hearing proper. If you hear me, guys, let me turn up the video. Are you hearing me clearly? You have HearPod. Okay. Are you hearing me clearly? So as I'm saying, I'm just talking about one of my favorite female YouTuber, bravest female YouTuber, and I like her. Talking about her characters. I like the good things that I like about the mango. Oh, thank you. You're hearing. So when she and her Poland boyfriend start to talk, people start to complain. She's not showing his face. She's not showing his face and all of that, and she's having this Polish boy like he's her kid, and she can't show his face. And when she decides to show his face, is another complaint. They start to complain and they start to talk about the Polish guy. So the two of them there in Poland. She's gone back to Canada now. She gone back to her home in Canada now. She spent 3 months over there in Poland with her boyfriend, and they traveled to Bulgaria and some other countries making videos. So she make a good use of her time when she was in Poland and so forth. And what I realized, I see some things going around on the YouTube street, and this is very very disturbing that is going around on the YouTube street about the mango, that her boyfriend or lover and her boyfriend is, and then start to compare the mango with another interracial couple that is in Poland, and they talk all kind of bad things. You remember the mango and just met her boyfriend last year, or maybe they were talking online for some time. They just met in person and they're trying to get to know each other. Remember, they are not the same nationality. So sometimes when you're talking to a different race of people, you are not the same race. You have to get to adjusted to different cultures, different, eating. People eat differently. People and their way of life is different. Their culture is different. So when you're talking to somebody that is from a different nationality, you have to be you have to be very strong to be in those relationships, because it's not like you're talking to somebody that you have the same nationality. Because when you're talking to somebody that don't have the same nationality, you have to get used to their culture, what they eat, how the language, what they, how they do things, their way of life, their religion. what they believe in, their religious belief, all of that you have to take into consideration when you're in an interracial relationship. And sometimes when you're in those relationships too, sometimes if you don't strong, and it can cause a little problem. So the Mango is in a relationship where she's getting to know her boyfriend, and he's getting to know her, and they're getting to understand she's getting to understand his culture and his way of life, and he's getting to understand her culture, way of life. She might not eat what they eat, and so she might not get used to his way of how dogs are in the house, dogs are in the bed, dogs. But she's trying to, what you have to do when you're in an interracial relationship, from with people from a different, you're dating outside of your race, you have to compromise. You can't say, all right, this is how I want you to steer. You come over to my side, my belief, my way of life. But after little by little, you have to adjust to each other's relationship. And sometimes that can, for some people, it can be a big problem in the relationship, because it can, if you don't willing to compromise, especially when you're talking to somebody from a different race or a different culture. If you don't ready to compromise, and get to know each other and accept each other's belief and see how you can work in the middle. If you don't, it can cause the relationship to fall apart. But also, they are in the process of trying to get to know each other. So people just have to be patient. Because if the two persons love each other, they're going to work together to compromise and understand each other culture and get a way around it. Because I've seen a lot of interracial relationship work, but people are just those people are just quick to find the negative aspect of it, and to run away with it, and to say, oh, the guy don't love her, the guy is using her, the guy just want a YouTube channel, and when he got and they're doing all of these things. And this is very hurtful. It is very hurtful, because when you have a partner, and somebody is talking bad about bad about you, and your partner can see these things online, it is not good. So I would ask some of these persons that speak negative things about the Mango, how would they like for people to talk bad about them, and their husband can see it, or their wife can see it? How would, if you have a daughter, how would you feel if you have a daughter that can talk? Yes, you're criticizing, but some of the things when you criticize about, and you talk about her, you wouldn't want nobody to talk about you or even your daughter, your son that way. The words that they speak, the things that they speak on the internet about her not taking care of hygiene or whatever. You have to be very careful what you say these things. You understand? You're trying to lower down her character and make she feel less confident in herself, because you see she's a brave person and she's a go-getter, and the only way you can do these things is to dampen her spirit and talk things about her to break her spirit and make she feel little about herself, so she won't be as brave. You're trying to dampen her spirit, and I'm saying that calm down. Yes, you're making money off of YouTube by reacting. But yes, you can, even if you have to react, but be careful how you react. Be careful the words that you're saying, the negative kind of tones that come out. You're talking about the person, talk about the person hygiene, they talk about the person's stink, the person, what is that? Talk about you don't know, watch the relationship. You don't know what they just start to get to know each other, and you're saying this about the guy. You can't compare the Mango's relationship with the Shana boyfriend with the other Polish couple. You can't, because everybody, story, everybody's relationship and how they act is different. Everybody's relationship, how I love my wife or my husband in my relationship, is different from how another person will love his and or his wife in another relationship. So you can't look at the two of them. Everybody have a different love language. So I just want to say that people need to give them a break. Let them build their relationship because they are young in this relationship. Let them build their relationship. It's very young. And you don't expect him to just go jump and get married and have kids same time. They need to know each other. Any relationship that lasts long is the one that they get that the couples get to know each other well. And the longer you know the person and get to understand the person, the better the relationship and the stronger the foundation of the relationship. So I would just say doing this video, I'm just talking about, the positive side, what I admire about the mango. And I would say to her, like the mango from a person that is that your mother's age, and I see you as a daughter. Whenever these reactors come and they say something, I would advise her not to retaliate. And because some of these, you have subscribers here, that is my advice. You have subscribers that are there with you, and not all Jamaican hate you. Not all Jamaican, despite you have people that love you same way. And some of these subscribers, they want you to fall out with your subscribers. So when you come and you hear some people come some negative comment on your videos, don't pay them any mind. When you retaliate, and say some things, about the subscriber, some of them are giving you some good advice, I can say, the mango. Yes, some of them are giving you some good advice, so you need to know when they are giving good advice. And those that are not giving you no good advice, those that are there on your channel just to criticize every time, those you can block. Those you make your moderators block them. But don't even comment. Don't say nothing, because what they like to see when you comment and you talk bad about the subscribers them, and it look like you don't generalize. If somebody come on your channel and say something, find the name of that person. And when you find the name of that person that criticizes you, call that specific individual they give you a bad comment, and talk about that specific individual and what they say, and address it. And if you want to block that person, but don't, when you talk generally about you make it look like every subscriber. Sometimes every subscriber might think you're dropping word, and then people will stop watching your videos, people will lose views, and that is what the reactors want, the mango. So you have to learn some of these reactors want to see you and your subscribers fall out and they unsubscribe and your views low. So be careful. This is my advice to you as a mother and as a person that admires you grow. You come too far for them to start to make you and your subscribers fall out. And another thing I would say, the mango, I admire your strength. I admire your strength, but there are times, the mango, I'm going to tell you this as an older person, I'm going to tell you this. You see, whenever you're going to do anything in this life, I've learned that from experience, and I'm talking to you as a person that admire you, that you can take something from this video. Don't come on the YouTube stream and talk about your business. Don't come on the YouTube street and talk about what you want to aspire, what you want to do. Let them see it in action. Let them surprise them, because some people are jealous. You don't need to have to say these things because you think it's gonna hurt them. Because in fact, when you do, you have sometimes you talk some things, you talk out of business, and it reach into ears of some people. You have some spirit on them. Then some people have some bad mind spirit on them, and when you talk out these things in the atmosphere, and it reach, they always, one thing I learned in Jamaica, they said bad man is worse than Obia. Bad man is worse than Juju. So sometimes the mango, as I do, I'm here to tell you this because I see that you're doing good. But sometimes what you're planning to do, don't come on YouTube street and talk it until it come true. And not everything. It was fine all along when you had you're the guy and you was not showing his face and everything. But then you see as you show his face, the people come down and then and certain things no make. Not tell people and don't be one thing I would say if somebody in your comment and they say something bad about you and you find that person, you can block the person, but and speak specifically to that person, but don't generalize it because some other subscribers that are good to you and want best for you would think you are talking generally to them. So that is just my a good word of advice. Don't let the negative persons that comment negative things about you, don't let them make you and your subscribers follow because that is what they want so that you don't get your views, and so sometimes they want them to unsubscribe. So don't give your enemy what they want. Don't give them what they want, the mango. Just take it easy in your relationship and go through, pray about it. You and you guys talk to God about it and pray together. They say that they always say a family that pray together, stay together, pray about the relationship and ask God to go before you in this relationship because a lot of people want to see you and your relationship, you and your boyfriend mash up, break up. So this is, and pray about your relationship, and when you can go on have a little devotion together, involve God in a relationship, pray together, talk to God about it, and when you having a good time, having a good worship, make God come in on a relationship. That is the advice I would give you, the mango, as talking from as a mother to a daughter. Because I like to see, I've been watching you and you're progressing, and I would like to see you reach the next stage of your life where I'm seeing the mango married and have children. That's what I'm looking for. So this is just my 2 cents. And I'm just saying to those that react negative to other persons, I know that, you guys, you make money because YouTube allow this. But when you're gonna react, don't react out of anger. Some of them, when I see them react, it's like the anger about it. Why you're getting angry about it? It is not you. Why you angry about the situation with the young girl's life? And some of them love to laugh. They like to see when nothing going on good. Why? That seems to me like bad mind. That seems to me like it's bad mind and you're wishing to see somebody's fall. So be careful the things. If you don't like one thing for yourself, don't give it to others. Yes, you can you can react negatively, but when you're gonna come out and say the girls stink, be careful. You woman to woman. You can find words to say in a way. You talk about personal hygiene, and those things. If you're in a class and you're in a class and you see and some of your classmates supposed to say you stink, you smell bad. How would you feel when others and you go right around the school? You wouldn't feel right. So what you don't give to yourself, don't give it to others. But if you're gonna, yes, you can comment, you might say things, but some of it gone too far. The language that you're using gone too far. It's like you have a personal vendetta against a young girl. You're taking it too far. Taking it too far, man. If you're woman to woman. Think if somebody was to do that to your daughter, your sister, yourself. So guys, I just want to say, I wasn't going to do a long video, but I just want to tell you that, this thing that is going hot on the internet, hot on it. All of us, We are not perfect. All of us have our own faults. Some of us are miserable. Some of us have some ways where none of us are perfect in this life. There's something about us where somebody don't like. We are not without fault. We're not perfect, so we can't expect somebody to be perfect. Well, we are not perfect in all ways neither, but we have to live and, accept people react differently to different situations. So this is just my little 2 cents. And guys, I just want to say that this channel here that I have I've been motivated by that young girl there. She motivated me a lot to be a go-getter, to get, and don't be afraid to get what you want in life. You only have one life to live. And you can't live your life to please others. You have to live a life to please yourself. The only time you live your life to please others when you live your life to please God. You don't live your life to please nobody else but yourself and to please God. You have one life to live. And that is what D'Mango is doing. She knows what she wants and she's going off. She knows how she wants her life to be. She already make her plans and see how she want to do it, and she's going after her dreams. While you might be there criticizing her, under the quiet she's working and see what the next plan will be, and she's going after her dreams. So guys, thus you can react negatively, but don't be so the words that come out of some of your mouth, it don't feel, especially, for a lady, for a fella, and most of them are black people. We are all brothers and sisters. How we do our brothers and sisters so bad? What happened to the black race? Are we cursed? We don't see the Chinese, them live so bad with them one another. We don't see the white people, that the Indian, them live so bad. Why we black people live so bad? My God. So guys, I just want to say thank you guys and I just want you to like the video if you like this video, and I would say to you guys, subscribe. And I want to say to you guys, if you don't know who D'Mango is, D'Mango, at D'Mango, look at the title of my video. The title of this video, you'll see her name and search out the video. And I also want to big up at Christopher General. Yes, he's one of those YouTube persons that really motivate me and help me along. So at Christopher General, at Christopher the General, yes, I will put his link, I will put his YouTube handle in my description also. And I want you to follow at D'Mango and at Christopher the General. Yes, and subscribe to their channel too. And you can subscribe to Maro, I Am Maro channel too. So big up yourself, guys, and until I see you on the next video, and we'll talk again. So this is just a small YouTube channel, and I want to see it grow, and I want to I want you guys to to come on my channel, subscribe, and I have some very interesting things that I will be speaking to you about for 2026. So this channel, I'm gonna do more videos going out and do a lot of traveling videos, do my regular videos that I do, and on the religious side of it, my lesson study, and I will occasionally do videos on relationship issues and family relationship, marriage, courting, divorce, and all of those things. I will some very serious issues and what the Bible talk about it. So this channel is gonna be all round channel. And by the grace of God, you know, we're gonna talk about this is like I'm talking about the mango now. So I we talk about some YouTube characters. Now and again, I will talk about them on this YouTube channel and so forth. So, guys, I just want to thank you guys for all of you, my new subscribers. Thank you for coming on my live. And I see here Kelly Jackson dash V20. Love, love you guys. Thank you for coming on the live. I see Kelly, that is Kelly. I see um, Leon, Leona Sang. Yes, I'm Jamaican. Thank you for joining, Leon Nasang. I see Killian and friends. Yes, you say about 2026 incoming. I wish you all the best for the new year. Killan, Nian, and friends. I see, and Merry Christmas. I see you say I got surprised. Open it, but I was trying to open it, but it's not open. I don't know why it's not open, but thank you for it. Yes, thank you. Cutie, say cutie. Yeah, thanks. And I see who Margaret Na Sopa. Are you an African? Are you from Africa? That's the last name Na So Baga at 061. Are you which country are you from? Is it South Africa? Is it Kenya, Nigeria? So your last name sound like an African name. And thanks for joining. Thanks you guys for joining. I appreciate you guys for coming on my live. And guys, more things coming. More things coming. So, and more interested things will be coming on this channel. And guys, I just want you to go and over to at Dimawango channel and subscribe and tell them that you're coming from my channel, you're coming from at God's will. Look at my YouTube angle and tell her that you're coming from my channel. And subscribe to go over to at Christopher the General and subscribe to his channel and tell him that you're coming from my channel to go and support them. They're very, they are people that I look up on the YouTube street. They encourage me and they motivate me to keep, because guys, when sometimes I get so depressed, because YouTube, coming on this YouTube street, if you don't have the patience, you will give up. When you do a video and you see nobody watch it, you will give up and you don't want to do it. But I keep going and going and keep on going. And then I have people that I look up to, people that I can call and back me up to say keep going and keep going. And they teach me one and two things what I need to do on this YouTube street. And guys, let me tell you something. I've been doing this for years, and I hope to God that, one day by God's willing, that, I will achieve the goal that I want to achieve. So, but I thank you guys. And as I said, this is a learning channel. This is a learning channel. And I want you guys to like the video and subscribe, and please press the notification bell so you can know whenever I'm live, because sometimes I do come here randomly. Sometimes I do come on, I didn't plan it, but if I find something that I want to say, something interested, I will do a live. So please press the notification button so you can know when I am live. And I try to do these videos at these hours when I know most people are at home. When they are not at work, I try to do my videos between 9, 10, and so when most people are at home. So, guys, nice to have you. Nice to have you. and where they I want to make some people, some moderators, I want some moderators, but I'm watching to see, I'm looking at my subscribers and see who, I can make to be moderators on my channel. Because yesterday I was doing a video. Yesterday I was doing a live video at home, and somebody just come on that I don't even know and say, suck your mother. Why would that say go suck your mother? Why would you just come on somebody's channel to go say suck your mother? And I was in the live at the time I was doing the live, and this person keep distracting me because I have to be there looking to see who is this person and finding how to block the person while I'm doing the video, and he's distracting what I need to talk about. So if I had a moderator, that moderator would just block that person for me, that I don't have to be cut, that I don't have to be doing these things, blocking persons, and while I'm doing the video, and it is taken away from the thought that I want to share. It is, so I need very soon to get some moderators where, I said block this person and block this person, because I don't know this person from Adam. You just come up on person and say suck your mother. So I said this person must have some problem. Why would you come and I'm not say, why would you say I'm not talking to you, I'm not saying anything bad? I just wishing people a happy new year and asking them how their Christmas, and somebody would just come and say that on my live. That is so weird. If you're not strong on this YouTube street, if you're not strong on this YouTube street, one thing I learned on this YouTube street, you have to you be strong. Because you have some people, the devil is behind them. You have to strong, and you have to have a discerning spirit to know when some people are possessed. So guys, I just want to say thanks. As you can see, I'm still at work. I am still at work. You see, I am still at work. Yes, I am at work same way. I am not home until tomorrow, because there are times I have to work late or right back into the morning. So I'm not going to leave work until tomorrow about 7, 8, depending on if the system that we work with, sometimes the system slow, sometimes the system shut down. So if the system working good, I can leave about maybe 7 or so. Good morning, Michael. Mike Musua -020. Good to have you, Mike. Good morning. Is morning where you are? Let me see what time. Where is it? It is 10:46 p.m. in Jamaica. Where are you from, Mike? Mike Musua. Nice to meet you here. Okay, nice to meet you too, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Nice to have you. You're welcome, Mike. You're welcome all the time to be here. And where are you? Oh, wonderful. I have Nigerian in the house. Guys, welcome to all my my Nigerian. How is Nigeria now? How's the weather in Nigeria? Is it hot or is it cool at this time of the year? How is Nigeria? And one day I want to come to the motherland. One day I want to come to the motherland and visit Africa. It's a dream of mine to visit Africa. One of my, to see where creation started. It's a dream of mine. So nice to have you, Mike Umuso. Nice to have you. Yes, and I am from Jamaica. I'm from Jamaica. So as I was saying, Mike, I was telling my viewers here on the live, I don't know if you know Dim Mwango. I was talking about her. She's one of the biggest female YouTuber in Africa. She's from Ghana. No, not from Ghana. She's from Kenya. At the manga, and I was just talking, about her and telling my subscribers to go and watch her channel and subscribe, you know. So I want you to subscribe to this channel, and I want you to give me a like, and I want you to support the manga, and I want you to support Christopher, at Christopher the General channel, because those two persons and Amara, those two persons are persons that motivate me to be on this YouTube stream, and I'm just telling you guys to support them. And Mike, you come when I'm soon finish this video, but you are welcome. All of you are welcome here. You are welcome. I appreciate you so much. And as I said, as the channel grow, I will be this channel, Mike. If you don't know, this channel is a family channel. On this channel, you will find me talk about I will talk about adolescent studies on Fridays. On Fridays between the hours of Friday, and Fridays between the hours of 9 to 10, I'll be doing lesson studies. I just finished lesson studies on the book of Joshua. So on Fridays between the hours of 9 to 10, I'm going to do another character in the Bible. Then on Thursdays between the hours of 9 to 10 again, because I choose 9 to 10 when I know most people are not at work. And although I know that some people is different time zone. So I do videos between the hours of 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Jamaican time. On Thursdays, talk about issues, serious issues, and on what the Bible say about it. I will talk about my so it's gonna be an all-rounded channel. We're going to talk about different things. So guys, I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you to all the old and the new subscribers, and thank you to all my viewers. I have a lot of viewers that don't subscribe as yet. Thank you also. Thank you for supporting the like. Thank you to come on, and I please come on and like the video. I like when you come on and like the video. I like when you interact with me, when you start, you comment. I like to hear comment. I respond to comment, and I like, subscribe, comment, and like. This is a family channel, and we talk about meaning and educational things. Educational things, no nonsense things on this channel. No nonsense things on this channel. So I just want to tell you guys, thank you, and please do come again. Don't let it be, don't let it be a one-time thing. Please. Don't let it be a one-time thing. Please. Kelly Jackson, please, Mike Osuma, please, Leon Stan, please, Leon and friends, please, Margaret, I'm trying to pronounce the last name. Please, don't let it be a one-time thing. Please, I hope to see you guys. I'm watching the names, and I hope to see you guys again on the channel. Just don't be a viewer, but be a subscriber also. And I like, guys, when you comment, if there's a question that you want to ask me, and if you hear me doing a live, I'm talking about any topics, and you want to put your 2 cents into it, you want to share your views, or you want to comment, or you want to ask questions, don't be shy. Talk, comment, let us talk together. That's how the community will. So guys, as you say, I'm at work now, and I just came out from my office to just come and do this live video, because I'm waiting to get my side of to do. So on my little free time, I just decided that I'm just gonna while sitting down, I'm gonna make a video. But guys, my phone, my phone is overheating, and sometimes you realize it disconnect, the corner disconnect. So guys, thank you. Love you guys. Love you guys. How we go? So it go? Yes. Love you guys. And bye bye. I know it's a very short one, but this was just a spontaneous one, and we'll have longer videos, longer live. So thank you all for your support. Bye bye. Bye bye.